Thursday. Welcome to the On Deck podcast presented by LineStar, your top MLB Player Prop Bets for today, plus home run calls of the day. Alongside my co-host, Tyler Wiemann, I am Shannon Sommerville. And Tyler, I'm ending the year strong here. 4 home run calls in a row on a heater right now. So pressure is on today to pick another home run call that cashes for us. Yesterday, of course, Juan Soto delivered for us on that bomb. We were 1-1 on our main picks, but 3-1 on our props overall. So a successful day yesterday in the prop department in MLB action. And only 3 games to choose from, so slim pickings, but I still like the call for today. We're always using that MLB Dinger report on the LineStar app and the Props AI tool as well. So if you haven't checked that out, hey, that's the reason we're having so much success this season. It's the LineStar app. Check it out, linestarapp.com. But yeah, been on quite the tear here, Tyler. Heating up right at the end of the season. Just like last year, I feel like.
I love it. Yeah, we did it last year too. I think I went on a tear with home run calls right at the end.
Nice. And, so keeping the tradition alive. All right, let's go. It's also kind of a sad day for Oakland A's fans. I know we have a ton of Oakland A's fans in the comments, so just want to give you guys some condolences because this is the last game at Oakland Coliseum. So you know what? We can all unite in our disdain for John Fisher right now because what he did with that franchise is absolutely disgraceful. Any opinions on that?
I mean, I got a ton of opinions on that. I, grew up in San Diego. I lost the Chargers, so I understand what the Oakland fans are going through, and I hate to see it. I just hate to see these teams moving around.
Yeah.
It sucks. You're just alienating your fan base. And I mean, for me personally, I wasn't able to follow the Chargers as a fan because I started being a Charger because of the first name, a Charger fan. And once they were no longer San Diego, it just wasn't the same. So, I mean, I feel for those fans. And
yeah. And then to make matters worse, he penned this big letter to Oakland A's fans, and it did not go over very well. In fact, a lot of even local anchors on the news had very strong commentaries just blasting John Fisher for the way he's handled the team, basically not spent any money, but said, hey, we could, wish we could have put together a winner. And they were like, but you didn't spend any money. So how can you do that?
Yeah, he hasn't tried. He's been trying to get out of there for, seems like a decade now.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Well, Oakland A's fans, guess what? You can always hop on the Padres bandwagon because Tyler's team is playing tonight against the Dodgers with NL West. Hopes are still alive for them if they can take care of business tonight. And for my Yankees, we're looking to lock up the AL East. So all are welcome aboard the Yankees bandwagon as well. If you Oakland A's fans feel the need to, jump on one bandwagon or the other. Although I'm not going to lie, I feel like what the Padres are doing is pretty incredible given the fact that they slashed their payroll and then come in this season and they are how many games behind the Dodgers right now? 2 games? 2.5?
I think it's 3 after last night.
Oh, okay. So either way, though, just pretty incredible for them to put together that season. So we'll be talking Padres, Dodgers, because that's one of the games. And then, of course, the Yankees are playing as well tonight. And then another game with implications for the playoffs is Miami going up against the Twins tonight. Twins are heavy favorites in that one. Twins bats looking kind of good today too. So let's get into our prop bets of the day. But before we do, if you guys can do us a huge favor right now, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. It helps us out a lot in terms of that YouTube algorithm, but it also helps you out because if we go 2-0 on our picks, one randomly selected commenter will win $50. We'll announce it on the show tomorrow for our final show. Hopefully we'll get to set off the money guns. And you know what? If I hit my home run call today, you best believe the money gun is coming out on Friday. So let's have a profitable day here on this Thursday with just 3 games to choose from. Let's get after it, Tyler. Where are you headed for your main prop bet of the day?
I gotta go to my man MVP Profar, Jurickson Profar, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. He carried us through the first half of the season. He has been amazing this year, and he's heating up once again. He's been over in 55% of the games this season. He's hitting .303 with a .212 ISO versus right-handed pitching over the last 20. Meanwhile, good old Bueller giving up .278 average and a .214 ISO, 2 left-handed bats. I like Profar's spot today. I really like a lot of Padres spot today.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was picking this on Underdog, there just wasn't that many San Diego props out yet. But
Yeah.
this is one that I like. But I do like the spot for a lot of guys, Tatis, Machado,
Mm-hmm.
etc.
Yeah, Walker Buehler's been giving up a lot of hard contact, especially to lefty bats. So Jackson Merrill might also be worth consideration as well. But Profar, of course, a switch hitter. So a good spot there for the Padres bats against Walker Buehler tonight at Dodger Stadium. For my pick, though, Tyler, I got to go with a bit of a homer pick here. I wanted to pick Aaron Judge so bad for my home run call, but couldn't quite be bold enough to do that. However, I still like the over on his 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI, even though he's facing an absolutely filthy pitcher today in Corbin Burnes. Here's why. LineStar's projection for Judge is all the way at 2.9, and he's basically been carrying the team on his back, and they haven't quite been able to finish out games against the Orioles over the past 2 days, but Judge has been over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs 7 of the last 10. He's homered each of the last 4 games on an absolute tear, trying to finish out the season. He's got 57 home runs on the year, 356 ISO against righties. That's the highest of any batter on the slate tonight, with a minimum 70 at-bats. And as I mentioned, he is going up against Corbin Burnes, so this is a tough matchup for Judge. But Burnes does have worse splits to righty bats, so you got that. But Judge leads Major League Baseball in average exit velocity, hard hit percentage, and barrels per plate appearance. So I think Judge can do it tonight against Corbin Burnes and just deliver on the over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, especially considering the fact that Baltimore's bullpen, they ranked 27th in opponent average in the month of September. And what we've seen the past 2 days is the starters for the Orioles have done well. It's just when they get to that bullpen, that's when the Yankees start piling on runs. They haven't quite been able to get the win there and overtake the Orioles, but you do see the bats start to come alive for the Yankees in those late innings, 7, 8, and 9. So I do like Judge's spot here, especially if not against Corbin Burnes, maybe that bullpen. So we're going to go Aaron Judge over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And because it is Corbin Burnes, I feel like the payout's a little bit better on Underdog Fantasy for a Judge 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. You don't often even see that available, usually maybe at 2.5, but I still like the spot here for Judge. So those are the two we're rocking with today on Underdog Fantasy. Remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. Now, there's not as many games to choose from. So Tyler, anything else you're rolling with today for props? Again, not a ton to choose from.
I like the Padres spots. I mean,
Yeah.
I think you can layer a couple of those together.
Yeah.
If you really want to go for it.
Yeah, definitely. Stacking is the key in some of those larger, parlay tickets that you're putting together. So not a bad strategy there. Another team that I'm looking at today that's in a good spot. However, I feel like the line's a little bit high. But one that I also was considering was Byron Buxton over, it's 2.5 hits, runs, and RBI, but I still really like it because you're getting the hitter that is most likely, according to Vegas at least, most likely to hit a home run plus 200. That's the shortest odds for a home run today. Keep in mind, Judge is around 250. So Vegas really likes Buxton today. He homered last night, and he has a 308 average over the last 7 days, so he's been hot lately. He's got a 255 ISO against right-handed pitching. Today he'll be facing Marlins righty Valente Beloso, who's giving up an 862 OPS to righty bats, so hasn't been great against them. In fact, he ranks 219th against the righty bats this season. Gives up a lot of home runs as well, which is probably why the price tag is where it is for Buxton home run tonight. Miami bullpen also not great, 21st in opponent average since August 1st, and this is an absolute must-win game for the Twins. They're currently outside looking in at that last wild card spot, 2 games behind the Royals and the Tigers, so they got to win if they want to see the playoffs. So Byron Buxton, I think he's a clutch hitter that can deliver. The 2.5 is a little high and kind of hard for me to stomach, if I'm being quite honest with you, for Byron Buxton, but I think he could go yard tonight, so that's why I kind of like this spot here for Byron Buxton and some of those Twins bats. They're heavy favorites tonight against the Marlins, so not a bad spot to play there. Byron Buxton over 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. For more props, make sure to check out the Props AI tool on the LineStar app to help you find the best value in the prop market. All right, now it is time for home run calls of the day. Tyler, I'm on a 4-game home run streak, but I'll let you take it away first, and then I'll give you my pick for the day to try to keep the streak alive.
We're going Jurickson Profar plus 550 for a bomb. LineStar has him at a 16% chance for a home run, and a majority of his home runs come down the lines, and that is the easiest place to hit a home run in Dodger Stadium. He's in a matchup versus Buehler, who allows a 214 ISO to left-handed bats, and Profar just has a little more power, a little more pop from the left-handed side. I expect a home run from Jurickson Profar.
All right, Tyler, for my streak to continue, remember we've gotten 4 straight home run calls. I'm going with a Padres bat here. Fernando Tatis, a plus 320 for a home run tonight. Let's go. He's got 21 home runs on the year, despite missing 2 months of the season. 7 home runs in the month of September, including 2 of the last 3 days. He is a Dodgers killer. A 209 ISO against righties, and today facing Dodgers ready Walker Buehler, who's given up a 205 home run per 9 rate. That is 5th highest among all pitchers. Minimum 70 innings pitched. Tatis also has great BVP numbers against him, 8 for 26 with 4 home runs. That's a 769 slugging and 600 ISO. Awesome numbers there to support Tatis for a home run. But also, we've got the Dodgers bullpen giving up a 1.35 home run per 9 rate. That is 7th highest among all bullpens in the month of September. So I like Tatis here to continue the home run streak, plus 320. Let's see if we can get a Tatis tater to keep the streak alive. What do you think, Tyler? How do you feel about me picking a Padre, putting it all on the line tonight?
I love it, and I mean, I talked about it a couple days. Tatis kills the Dodgers. I love the spot. Walker Buehler is just a shell of his former self, so I like the spot.
Another way you could go that is a little more bang for your buck, but a little more risky, is Jackson Merrill for a home run as well. I like a lefty bat going up against Buehler because he does give up a 41.6% hard contact to lefties, which is almost twice what he gives up to right-handed bats. So I like the spot here for Jackson Merrill as well. Plus 430, a little bit more value there, but I'm going to still roll with Tatis for my call. I'm staking my claim on that home run with Fernando Tatis. Remember to check out the MLB Dinger Report if you haven't yet. The reason I am on a streak right now is because of the MLB Dinger Report. It's an awesome tool that'll help you pick home runs. I know it's the end of the season, but hey, I'll give you the top 5 for today. It's going to be Aaron Judge is number 1. That was so hard for me to not take as my home run call, but he is facing Corbin Burnes, who doesn't give up a ton of bombs. But as you know, Aaron Judge, he's always good for a homer. Shohei Ohtani, Juan Soto, Gunnar Henderson, Royce Lewis as well. Fernando Tatis is actually 7th on the LineStar Dinger odds, so he's got good odds of a home run as well. But check that out for yourself at LineStarApp.com whenever you get a chance. And if you haven't checked out, it's also Thursday Night Football. If you haven't checked out our Thursday Night Football picks, hey, why not put together a little ticket with some MLB picks, some nice NFL picks tonight, maybe a CeeDee Lamb pick. Might have been one of our picks in tonight's Thursday Night Football preview show. Make sure to go check that out if you haven't already. And again, if you haven't by this point in the show, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, comment below. It helps us out tremendously. Also, if you've got any absolute locks for tonight, drop them in the comments, and let's go out there, beat the books on this Thursday, get ourselves some nice beverage money for Thirsty Thursday. Let's go crush it out there. Good luck, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.